They finally got a true finish line. Coach Savage following behind. He looks like he's got the easy job. Uh-oh, there goes my notes. Hang on. All right, I'll do the best I can. I should have done this on my iPad so that wouldn't blow away, but we'll try to work through it. Isn't this a beautiful spot? Yeah, I love it. What a great day. Really, really excited. Obviously, Mother Nature's being pretty good to us. What's really special about this is a lot of times people, if you want to build a rowing course, you have to do a lot of work, and we let Mother Nature do all the work for us here, and are able to take advantage of obviously a beautiful lake and be able to use this park as our finish line in hosting. So for those that don't know, my name is Scott Weatherby. I'm the Director of Athletics here at Eastern Michigan and finishing up year 7. And we have been talking about this rowing course since the day I arrived in 2017. And I wasn't sure if this day would ever come and happen, but I want to thank our rowing coach who was very persistent, and he's out on the boat, and hopefully he'll be able to join us here before we end. Kemp Savage, and he worked with at the time Mike Malik, who oversaw our facilities, who actually went on to work with the Ann Arbor Sports Commission to keep this on path for us, and then Andy Rowden on my staff as well. And they said they wanted to put together an 8-lane rowing course that we could host and do a lot of good things here at Ford Lake. And he thought it would be beneficial not only to Eastern but to our community here. And I thought we'd never get to the finish line, but with a lot of hard work and a lot of great people and a lot of companies and our community that care about Eastern, we're literally here at the finish line. And just really, really excited about that. All right, I will kind of MC through this. We have a couple of speakers. I'll introduce a few and just do some thank yous. And first I got to put this down here and hide this. There we go. All right, first I want to thank, where's Andy at? Andy, put it away. All right, Andy with his beautiful family is our deputy AD who handles all of our external relations, but also is the sport administrator for rowing. And like him, he came late in 2017, was one of my first hires, and I don't believe he knew a thing about rowing, and neither did I. And we have learned together, and Coach Savage has been a good teacher. But I want to thank Andy for all of his hard work, and Coach Savage and his staff to finally get us here to the finish line, just really, really excited about that group and appreciate all their help. I also want to mention, and you'll hear from Sarah here in a minute, but thanks Sarah Miller and Mike Price from Destination Ann Arbor, with Dominic Smart from the Marriott at Eagle Crest as well. Their support and their financial contribution to make this day a reality, we wouldn't be here. And so we want to make sure to say thank you to them. And then, obviously, I want to personally thank President Smith and his wife Connie, our Board of Regents, and the rest of the President's staff for supporting this project. And without his leadership and their leadership, we wouldn't have this ceremony today. So to get it kicked off, I'm going to introduce President of Eastern Michigan University, Dr. James Smith.
Well, first, Scott will learn someday that you get a 3-ring binder and you hold the edges. That's the only way that paper works here. I do want to say, in addition to Scott's thank you, a thank you from me and from our leadership team for all of you being here and supporting this work. I want to also say, it's a big day. Andy Rowden has long pants and a sport coat on today. Those of you who know Andy, his lovely wife says, Andy, it's February. You cannot wear shorts to work today. So we got the double duo of long pants and a sport coat. Andy's been a great trooper through this whole process, and This will be a great addition to what we do in athletics, but also a great addition to the community, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. I want to thank Scott for his leadership. As he said, we started talking about this in 2017. I think it was a year or so ago. I said, Scott's this damn thing ever going to happen? Are we actually going to make this work? And he said, be patient, which my wife will tell you is not one of my greatest attributes. And we got to the finish line. We got to be able to do what we had wanted to do. Not only will we be able to host individual competitions, we'll be able to host competitions that bring people from all over the country here, and that's really critical to why we and our colleagues that thought through this believed it to be such a great project. As Scott mentioned, I want to thank Destination Ann Arbor and their board of directors, the Ann Arbor Sports Commission, and Ann Arbor Marriott Ypsilanti. We know that the Marriott will have visitors that will be staying there as a result of activities that will go on with rowing, and that's precisely, again, why we're excited about what we're able to do here. I said Scott's papers are blowing and now mine are blowing. What we're able to do here with events and activities that will truly bring people from around the country. I know we're going to hear from USA Rowing, but to have a partner like USA Rowing makes a tremendous difference when you do a project like this. And as always, we want to thank our leadership from Ypsilanti Township. It is a partnership that makes these things work. And these events are always fun to come to, and at least it's not raining, and we got a little bit of wind. But we think at the end, sometimes, well, this really wasn't that heavy of lifting. And it really was that heavy of lifting to get all the partners together, to get everyone to see a similar vision that we can move forward in an area that probably lots of people wouldn't have thought of as a possibility. So for all of you here to help celebrate with us, thank you. For the platform party, thank you for your support. And if we're lucky and it doesn't rain, Connie's pointing at me like I'm supposed to say something here. Am I supposed to say Andy's children are assisting here? If it doesn't rain and the wind doesn't blow too much, I think we will do a relatively quick introduction here of our other colleagues, and we won't make you stand too long. Thank you all very much.
Thanks, President Smith. You know, I also want to mention a couple of people on President Smith's staff to say thank you. Our CFO, Mike Valdez, who is here. Appreciate Mike. Scott Storer, head of facilities. We work very closely with him and his team to pull off. We keep them running ragged because we keep trying to add and build and do more things, and just appreciate his help. And Cliff Sims from our team in the facilities group as well in athletics. So just wanted to mention a thank you to them. I'm going to give you a brief overview of the course really quick, and then we'll get on to Brenda. So basic info, the state of Michigan, this is the only 2,000 meter fully buoyed 8-lane course in the state of Michigan now. And we are capable of hosting regional, national, and international events. What you can't see is there is a dedicated launch, actually to our, I guess, east, with launch and recovery docks for competitors to take off from, and our boathouse is over there as well. And we have an 8-finger, see, this is language I don't know, but an 8-finger adjustable floating starting dock, if that means anything for us laymen. It does. They have a liners platform and a 2,000 meters. It's all to our west, and there's it's right by the Big Island Park, for those that know Big Island in the middle of Ford Lake. And so I'd like to introduce our next speaker, who knows a lot about our community and what this all means for Ypsilanti. She did let me know that, Scott, it was prior to 2017 that we had this conversation. I just wasn't here, so I wasn't a part of it. So I just remember from 2017. But please help me welcome Ypsilanti Township Supervisor Brenda Stumbo.
Thank you very much. It was May 14th, 2015, when EMU, Saline Row Team, Washtenaw County, and the state of Michigan actually located a row home right down east from here on Textile Road. Well, 9 years later, rowing is growing into a championship rowing course on Ford Lake. And I see a lot of people here that's been here for a long time, and we never thought we would see something like this. We are on the map, and we stand tall with the president, EMU, Destination Ann Arbor, the Marriott Hotel. It really does take a team to make something happen. No one accomplishes anything on their own. So when we work together, when we row together, we can go far. And it's a real honor to be here today. This is, we are EMU. That's what I'm going to end it with. And I thank you for coming out. Our staff is going to be mentioned in Sarah's comments. But our township board welcomed it in 2015, and they welcome it in 2024. So thank you.
Thanks, Brenda. Sorry it took us so long, but we finally got there, though. We were able to make it happen. And some people will say, you know, why build a rowing course? And what do we want to achieve having a rowing course? And, you know, for Eastern Michigan, it's creating a championship level experience for our student athletes. And we take a lot of pride in having a great experience for our student athletes. And this is something that really impacts them. They feel it, and they really appreciate it, and wanted me to make sure to say thank you for all the hard work behind the scenes. You know, secondly, hosting the impactful regattas for Eastern. It means a lot for, obviously, us to be able to host. You know, we'll be out here on Sunday and have our first one on the course. But it's also impactful for the community, right? Teams are coming in, they're staying in our hotels, eating in our restaurants, and spending money here in our community. And that certainly means a lot. And then we get to show off this vibrant community to the rowing world. And you sit and look at, when they come here and stand here and look at this beautiful lake and get to see what we have to offer, I mean, that's just another added bonus. Another thing is generating substantial economic impact to the community. Means a lot, and I know we're going to have some discussion about, you know, bringing other big events here that really let us shine and obviously have the impact to our economy as well. And then the last thing I'd say is it's going to plant our flag as the Midwest hub for rowing, which is really important. I think those that know the rowing world, there's only, you know, New Jersey and there's Florida, and there's just maybe a couple other locations. And we get to be one of those that have an opportunity to put on the biggest stage right here in the Midwest. To talk a little bit about the potential of the rowing course, Destination Ann Arbor I'm going to have Sarah come up and talk about, you know, what does this mean to the university, the city, the county. And so I'd ask Sarah Miller, who is the president and CEO of Destination Ann Arbor, to come say a few words. Sarah?
Thanks, Scott. Now, while others have the problems with the paper, I've got the phone, and I'll see if I can read it. Destination Ann Arbor and the Ann Arbor Sports Commission is proud to be here today. The impacts of this championship level course will have deep economic impacts, not only for Ypsilanti Township, but for the entire county. This partnership between the Township, Eastern Michigan University, the Ann Arbor Marriott, Ypsilanti Eagle Crest, Destination Ann Arbor, and the Sports Commission is the first of its kind. And we're proud to say, the wind is also behind me, if I don't eat my hair, and we're proud to say that the industry is taking notice. This innovative project has already been noted at this year's Governor's Conference on Tourism, and it hadn't even opened yet. I expect that this project and these partnerships will be the standard at which other destinations strive to achieve. These forward-thinking innovations don't happen overnight. And this one has been, as mentioned, 9 years in the making. Credit goes beyond those of us standing here today, but to leadership throughout the community, past and present, that contributed to the culmination of this event. For those of us here today, our own row team, Eastern Michigan University President James Smith, Andy Roden, Coach Kemp Savage, Mike Valdez, and the EMU trustees, thank you for letting us support Eastern Michigan University in creating this beautiful course. As an alumni, I couldn't be more excited and proud to contribute. Supervisor Stumbo, John Hines, Robin Castleheim, and Township trustees, Stan Eldridge, Heather Jarrell Rowe, Ryan Hunter, John P. Newman II, Gloria Peterson, and Debbie Swanson We appreciate your partnership and participation, letting access to this beautiful natural asset. The Ann Arbor Marriott Ypsilanti Eagle Crest GM Dominic Smart and Stephen Horwitz in having the vision to see the impacts this course will have on the community at large. And there are a select few, our coxswains, for those of us that know the rowing terms, Andy Roden, Coach Kemp Savage, Mike Price, and Megan Hughes. Your tireless efforts have made today possible. And finally, our special guests from U.S. Rowing. You see the potential in the future of rowing courses we've created. Rich Capacho and Sarah McClough. Oh, sorry, I was so close. Sarah, I apologize, I couldn't say her last name. Welcome to Washtenaw County. We look forward to a long and impactful relationship together. We thank you for all your continued support as we cheer on our Eastern Eagles to the finish line. Go Eagles!
Thanks, Sarah. Appreciate you and your team. Thank you so much. I got a note that Senator Irwin is here. Is he in the building? There he is. Hey, yeah, not in the building, in the park. So appreciate your support, Senator. I'd like to give more tidbits here. So, where we are currently standing, Ford Lake Park will serve as the hub for spectators and vendors. With a full view of the course, it is a little challenging at times to see the start, but you'll have a full view of the course and the finish line. And we also have room to add temporary stands, a finish line tower, and to have video board capabilities as well as we host events. And I'll say the future and next steps is to continue to develop the course infrastructure here. And this might be the finish line for the course, but this is really only the beginning of something that started 9 years ago. And 9 years from now, we'll have a lot more as we continue to go. Got one more speaker for you before we wrap up. One of the things that excites me the most is that Ypsilanti will have the opportunity to host NCAA championships, conference championships, high school championships, and to work directly with U.S. Rowing. To speak on their behalf is U.S. Rowing Executive Director Rich Cachopo. Rich Cachopo. I was close. All right, Rich. Apologize.
Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Thank you to Eastern Michigan University, Ypsilanti Township, Marriott Ypsilanti, Destination Ann Arbor, the Ann Arbor Sports Commission, and all of you for being here today. Good regatta venues are a rare find. They require a unique combination of geography, infrastructure, and people to deliver safe, fair, and accessible competition for our sport. Nearly 2 years ago, U.S. Rowing embarked on a long-term venue development plan as a cornerstone of our new mission to steward, strengthen, and grow American rowing by championing performance and igniting new passion for the sport. Thanks to the enduring commitment and thoughtful partnership from everyone here today and many others, U.S. Rowing wants to congratulate all of you on the opening of the Ford Lake Racecourse. Great regatta venues have character. They've got a point of view, and they reflect a pride of place that inspires competitors and instills memories in all those who visit. This will be a great venue. Much like U.S. Rowing's broader vision to advance the legacy of our sport by extending its transformative rewards to all, I feel both the history and the opportunity of this community at this place. From the dam that created this lake to power the growth of the automotive industry nearly a century ago, to the investments being made today in electric vehicle technology just down the road. From the production of the B-24 Liberator bombers that turned the tide on the Eastern Front of World War II and pushed back against hate, to the authentic commitment to inclusion, belonging, and joy that this community brings to all. From EMU's heritage as the first teachers' college outside of New England, to its role today in cultivating community-driven leaders across the industries of tomorrow. I, for one, am excited to see thousands of competitors and spectators alike experience the past, present, and future of this place. Iconic regatta venues have a kind of soul, developed over decades of races won and lost, teams forged and reunited, and the ongoing communion with nature that happens and is experienced with every sunrise start, every murmur of birds across racing lanes like those, and set of blades hitting the water. I believe that this can be an iconic regatta venue, and U.S. Rowing is excited to be a part of that future, and you can look forward to hearing more about that soon. But for today, I want to thank you all again for being here. Congratulations, and we will see you out on the water.
Thanks, Rich. He did a lot of homework, or ChatGPT has got really good info for you, because that was really good, really good. Sarah actually wanted to come up. She had wanted to mention one more thing, so I'll have Sarah come back up.
I couldn't read and missed a vital, important paragraph in my little phone. So for those that are here today, especially Destination Ann Arbor and the Sports Commission, can't do what we do without the support of many others. And those are our dedicated board of directors. If you could wave your hand if you happen to be standing around today, we'd appreciate it. Our county board of commissioners and staff are vitally important to the success of our organization and the county. Please wave your hands. Thank you so much. And our dedicated team, staff of Destination Ann Arbor and the Sports Commission, if you could wave. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Sarah. It always happens. You get up and then you forget somebody, and we gotta follow up. Again, what a beautiful setting here, and I hope you can all sense the excitement that not only Eastern Michigan has, but all the different entities that are going to benefit from this project. To finish this ceremony off right, I'd like to invite our speakers. If Coach Savage, did he make it back, or is he? There he is. Coach Savage is in the back. So Coach Savage, dressed up in his nice, looking good, and he's like the NFL draft last night. He had to wear the shades like the rest of the group. Coach Savage, I have Andy Rowden, and if Dominic is in the building, all right, Dominic's here to help me do a little ribbon cutting over here by our boat. And thank you again for coming out. Really appreciate it. We're going to do ribbon cutting, and then we're going to do some photos. And if you have any questions or want to come up and say hi or anything, really appreciate you coming out. Thanks.
You can keep going if you want. Can you go a lot wider? Can you go end to end? Yeah, if you want. Yes, sir. I think it looked good end to end. Yep.
Hold on tight.
And then if you take a step forward, and then that way they can help you. These are serious scissors that way. So you probably. Here we go. Wait, yeah, there we go. There we go. We'll do like 3 on one side or 4 on one side, 3 on the other. Like the president in the middle. So we'll just kind of hold this door open. Okay. Yep. Just go. Okay. All right. I'm ready when you good enough when we center it out. No, go that way a little bit.
Go this way to the left. You want to switch to the left?
Keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going. Right there and stop.
All right.
All right. I'm ready when you are. Get a picture first. Go ahead. All right. 3. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. There we go. Very good. Very good. Well done. You guys want to get a big group photo real quick? All right. Let's do a group photo together. Congratulations. You guys are holding. You guys do a good job. Here we go. Come here real quick. All right. All right. Everyone looks right here.